I'll be showing the AI-powered Teach module in Microsoft 365. The Teach module is now globally rolled out to all educators and staff using M365, and with it you can do things like curriculum planning, assessments, study aids, and making sure everything is standards aligned if you're doing K-12. So let's get started. The first thing you'll have to do is sign in at Microsoft365.com with your educator account. And I've done that here. You'll see the normal chat and search and agents and all that good stuff. But if you're an educator, you're going to see this new Teach module. And I'm going to click this. This loads up all the great tools that are available in the Teach module. And as I'll talk about in this video, there's a bunch more coming in the coming weeks and months as well. So to start out, we'll do a little quick tour. You've got curriculum planning and lesson plans. We've actually got Minecraft lesson plans coming here very soon and some other things. Under homework and assessments, we have rubrics and quizzes should be rolling out in the next week or two. And these are Copilot quizzes, so AI-powered quizzes, again with more features coming. For study aids, you've got flashcards right now. Fill in the blanks is rolling out in the next week or two. And we've also got matching coming, and I'll show those later. Modify existing content is not available fully yet, but we've got a bunch of great things, including modify reading level, aligning to standards, differentiating instructions, and other options. And I'll show little samples of those later. If you scroll down, you're going to see history. So the history of the different things, I'll be going more into depth once we create a few more things. And then down at the bottom, some great resources. So if you want to learn more about AI for educators, we'll take you right there to our learning course. Things like Copilot, learning accelerators, assignments, classwork, reflect, immersive reader, even our good friend OneNote Class Notebook. So there's some great links to learn more at the bottom. The other thing I'll mention is that I'm in the web here, but if you have Windows, the Copilot app, the M365 Copilot app, I've just launched it here on my taskbar. You'll see it looks very similar to the one in the web. We also have this on Mac. We do not have iPad or Android support at this time, so it's web, Windows desktop, and the Mac. I'll switch back to the web. We'll start out by going to curriculum planning and choose lesson plan. What we've done here is structured it in a nice wizard-like format to make it very easy to get the content you need. It's not an open prompt where you have to figure everything out. It's really simple. So we'll start here on a subject. The American Revolutionary War. We'll say the grade level is 10. And what's nice is you can choose language, and I'm going to leave it at English here, but I'll show afterwards you can choose lots of different languages even after the fact, so a lot of options. Now you can give it a really short description, minimum of 20 characters, but I will put in a really short description. This explores the causes of the American Revolutionary War, etc. You can also add your own content as grounding information, so if I have lecture slides or documents or PDFs, etc., I can add that content. Now, especially for K-12 educators, we have standards that you can add here, and we actually support over 35 countries. So when I select standards, you got United States here, but we've got a bunch of other countries, Australia, Belgium, Canada, Japan, Netherlands. I will let you explore. I will choose the United States, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm in Washington State here in Redmond, so I'll say Washington State, choose the grade, 10th grade, choose the subject, social studies, and then the strand. In this case, it's going to be history. And here are the Washington State history standards. And there's lots of options to explore here. All this is pulled in from Edgate, which is a great partner we work with. In this case, I want to understand the causal factors, and I'll choose this, and then I'll expand, and I'm going to go even deeper. And I'm going to say, analyze multiple and complex causes and effects of events in world history. So I have two different standards selected. I can see which ones right here, and I'm going to choose add. So these two standards have been added, so when it generates the lesson plan, it'll be standards aligned. I can choose the duration of the lesson plan. I'll make it 60 minutes, and I will choose generate. So now AI is going to kick in. Here it goes. So AI is drafting out the lesson plan and adding the different parts into it, materials, the little time on each one. And what's really useful is I can go and edit any part of this. So if I want to edit materials, it's going to even load other suggestions that I might want to add in. I can add items. I can easily delete items. I can move things up or down, and I will hit check. And setting the stage, economic strains, etc. And so I can easily move different things up and down. Maybe I want to move this section up, flashpoints, and I've got a reflection at the end. Maybe I want to add my own section. So lots of options to make really nice tailored lesson plans. Now on the right-hand side, I can also choose to enhance with AI over here. So maybe add a student political created cartoon activity. I can get more suggestions. In tone, I can maybe make it more creative, more interactive, more inclusive, and AI will let you regenerate. You can maybe change the length. Maybe I want to have it to be more concise, so I can regenerate. I could even choose lesson to have the language in. I'm going to leave it in English, but you can regenerate the lesson in all these different languages after the fact. But now I'm going to add a student-created political cartoon activity and make this a little more concise. Let's regenerate. And it just lets you know, hey, you've made edits. It's going to regenerate all these things and override. Okay, this is draft 2 of 2. If I go back, I can see my first draft. So, I can check between the two. And this is a little more concise. And at the bottom, assign students to create a political cartoon illustrating a key cause of the Revolutionary War. Well, you get the idea. You've got lots of different options to explore here. Now, when I'm done, I can just choose Save to OneDrive, and I can put it into my OneDrive, maybe into my documents. I could put it into a team or a site. So I'm going to go back to OneDrive, and I will choose Save here. Now it's saved into OneDrive. I can just click View Document, and it's going to launch Word. And there's my beautiful lesson plan. It's nicely formatted in Word, all ready to go. If I go back here, I have the option to go back to home. So I go here, I go back to home for curriculum planning. And as I mentioned, Minecraft lesson plans, which will have standards aligned ways to AI generate, that's going to be coming probably in early 2026. And we have more features coming for curriculum planning in the near future, so stay tuned. Next up is homework and assessments. Let's go to rubrics. Now, for those of you that have been using Teams for education, you've seen our rubrics and our AI creation, but there's a lot of people who don't use Teams, and I can create rubrics really easily here. Now, because I already selected grade 10 for my lesson plan, it has that here. Language, will keep it in English, give it a rubric title, keep it similar, simple description, and again, I can add standards. We'll do this one on different perspectives, hit add, and now hit next. The rubric scale, excellent, good, fair, or poor. You could change that if you want. You have some other options, or you can make your own custom one. I'm going to leave the default. What criteria? Now, it had some suggestions from AI. I could add my own. Maybe I have multiple perspectives, group collaboration, historical reasoning, and I could add my own criteria. Maybe it is interpretation of events. Now I'm going to hit generate, and AI is just going to draft up a nice, beautiful rubric really quick and easy. Great, that looks good. I can enhance it with AI if I want to change this. Maybe add examples of primary sources where relevant. I could change it and make it more concise or more expanded. I could change the language and regenerate. You get the idea, lots of different options. The other thing I'll add is for all of our AI content, you can give a thumbs up or thumbs down. So let us know, like, is this good? Is this not good? And why? So I'm like, hey, maybe this is not very good. Here's feedback. Content wasn't clear, too simple, complex, what didn't you like? So this sends feedback that we can improve our models over time. I'll cancel here. And when I'm done, I just choose Save to OneDrive. Just like before, we'll save this to Documents, save here. And I can view that document in Word. There's my nice rubric. We can also export it to Excel. Or if I use Teams, I can save this rubric into assignments. So if I'm a Teams user, I choose Save to Assignments. Now this is in my Teams for education, which is really handy and a nice time saver. Let's go back home. The other really powerful part of the Teach module is that we brought Copilot quizzes to everyone who's an educator. And you can access this in the Teach module, or you can access this in Teams for education. I'll show that towards the end of the video. Quizzes is rolling out to the Teach module right now in mid-November. So if you don't see it today, you should see it any day now soon. I'll get started with quizzes here in the Teach module. So I can give it a subject. We're going to stick with the American Revolutionary War right here. Click that. And grade 10, because I've been doing that already. What language? English, but you can choose any of these languages. Give it a nice description. I could add my own content and upload files here if I want to have even more grounding. Add my standards, so quizzes can be aligned to standards. We're going to do this again. We'll pick a couple of different standards right here to make sure that we've got the chronology as well. Hit add. Look at all those standards. How many questions do you want? You have 10 questions, 20, 30. We'll keep it at 10 to keep it simple. Time limit. If you want to have a time limit on that quiz, when the quiz gets set up, it'll automatically add that. Now, if it's a no limit quiz, I'm going to go back here. You can turn on practice mode. Practice mode is a really cool feature inside of Microsoft Forms and quizzes that we surface right here. So if you want to have practice mode for students And what practice mode does is it gives them one question at a time and they can go back and forth. You can turn on practice mode automatically. I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to say, this is a 30-minute quiz and I'm going to hit generate. Now this is Copilot quiz functionality. We'll start drafting out a quiz as you'll see here. Okay, here is a full quiz. Look at that, all sorts of great questions. You got multiple choice, explain your answer. It shows what the right questions are, etc. And so I'm going to go back up to the top. What's nice is Copilot quizzes is checking for improvements. You could have it refine your form. So I might want to change it, for example, instead of 100 points, I could make it be 30 points. I could ask Copilot to update everything. But Copilot has 4 suggestions for the form. Let's review the details. Add answer explanations to all questions. I could do that. You could enable practice mode and remove the time limit. And if I want to see how to do that, I could offer practice mode. You could apply this. See, applied. Great. Boost your response by using a link. Maybe I want to have a historical theme for the quiz. What would that look like? Let's see. There's a bunch of different historical theme options. Let's see. Maybe this one is one I want to choose. That looks nice. We'll keep it. So you've got all these nice ideas suggested by Copilot. Okay, my quiz looks really good. I could add more questions at the end if I want, but I think I'm done. I'm going to hit save. Now this is all ready to go. I've saved this. It'll show up in my forms and quizzes as an educator. If I want to preview this, here's my beautiful Revolutionary War quiz. It's even in practice mode if I hit submit here. Great, I got that one right. Go to the next one. I can give my answer. So this is just showing the practice mode that I enabled directly from that teach module. We'll go back. And now I'm going to say go back to where I was. I created that quiz. It shows up right here in history. And if I go into forms, I will see that exact same quiz. So here's the nice little preview in history of exactly what it looks like. If I collect responses, now I can share this out as a link, give it to my students. And if I'm using Teams, as I'll show a little bit later, it'll show up there. Next up is study aids. And we have AI-powered flashcards, and probably in the next few days, fill in the blanks will be rolling out as well. And then we have got a matching activity that will be coming out later this year. But let's start with flashcards. Now, educators can easily add learning content. They can paste notes. They can add documents or files to upload to ground it. And then you can choose the flashcard type, term and definition, question and answer, multiple choice, or a mix and match of each of those. You can choose to generate a hint for each card. And again, many language options. I'll paste in some learning content right here. I have some stuff about the Amazon rainforest. This is a lesson that we've been working on, and everything's ready to go. I'm just going to have terms and definitions, and I will choose generate. So here we go. Okay, I generated 4 different flashcards here. Now I can edit any of these. I could add images. So maybe I want to add a nice image here. And it searches automatically, and these are approved images. So hey, we're going to add this image to this one. And maybe that's the only one that I'll add for that. I can go here and I can move these up and down. So I'm going to move that one up. I'll move it down. These are the cards. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now down at the bottom, I might want to generate a few more. So I'm going to say generate 5 more. Okay, it has more that it's generated. I could add my own blank card. So you could fill out the front side, the hint, the back side. I'm not going to do this one. I'll choose delete. And now if I want to preview what all of these look like, I'm going to hit the little preview button right here. And these are the AI-powered flashcards. Okay, this one, I'm going to click, look at the back. Okay, that one's good. I know this. Okay, I don't know that one. Hey, there's a little image, deforestation. What is that? So you get the idea. These are nice AI-powered flashcards, and it keeps track of what I'm doing. And as we'll show later, you get insights on these. I'll exit preview mode. Just like with the other options with lesson plans and rubrics, I can enhance with AI. I can change it. Maybe I want to make this question and answer or multiple choice. You can experiment with that. And you can choose to include hints or don't include hints. But I think my set of flashcards that I want to distribute to the class are ready. I'll hit save activity, and these are saved to my history, and I'll show what that looks like. If I want to view the flashcards, I just go here, and here are all these flashcards. How many students have started these? How many have completed? Average score? I have not shared these yet, but if I want to share these with my class, I can share it with a link or a join code. So let's say I paste a link here and I put this to my class. I put it into an assignment that I push out no matter what tool I'm using, whether Teams or Class Notebook or a learning management system. Now we're going to show what it looks like on the student side. So this is Alex, the student, and we're going to paste in that link that Alex got from the educator. Hey, Alex is signed in. These are the flashcards. So Alex is going to go through here. Let's say I got that one wrong. I get this one right. We're just going to go through it really quick and finish these up on Alex's side. Okay, this is what it looks like. I got 7 right. I'm still learning 2. These were the 2 that I didn't get. I can review the ones that I missed. I can start over. Can also see the activity summary. So this is how I did. So I did it one time. These are the ones I know. These are the ones I'm still learning. Really useful information for Alex to keep track of. And the more flashcards or other learning activities, it'll be the same. If I want to review the ones that I missed, okay, now it's only these 2 flashcards. So I got this one right. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, I don't know that one still, etc. So this lets you have lots of different activities. The other nice thing is there's a new app in M365 that is the Learning Activities app. It's at learningactivities.edu.cloud.microsoft. There's only one activity here, but you can imagine as this fills up, I'll have more and more activities. If my educator gave me a join code like we saw previously, this is where I enter that join code to join that activity. Now, while this is an educator-focused video, I'll just note that students can create their own learning activities as well. So if I, Alex, the student, choose new activity and I choose flashcards, I can put my own content in and I can generate on my own. We'll close this. So as we add new activities like fill in the blanks or matching or other things, students can create their own, and this portal here will aggregate things that the educator has shared with them for learning activities. So it has the best of both worlds. We're going to switch back to the educator. Now I'm going to go and say go home, and we'll show fill in the blanks. So click this. This is a new activity that's going to be rolling out in the next few weeks. So by the end of November, you should have this one. I'll do something similar here with my Amazon rainforest content. We'll paste that in. Here we go. Again, you can add your own content and upload more information as well, but we're just going to keep this simple. We'll say AI can edit the content for these exercises, and what's the difficulty level for fill in the blanks? It can go easy, medium, or difficult. And so I'm going to say I'll keep it medium, and we're going to choose generate. Okay, AI has drafted 2 different fill in the blanks activities, and I'll show what these look like. So here it is, and this is where it actually would put the correct answer. So Amazon basin is correct, 16,000 tree species is correct, 1996. Then these distractors are added. So these are distractors for fill in the blanks, and I'll show what that looks like. I can edit these, so I can add my own distractors. I can change any of this content. You can add a distractor if you want. 8,000 mammal species. Now preview what this looks like. So this is a fill in the blanks activity. So the Amazon rainforest is a vast forest found in the, that would be Amazon basin. I'm just going to drag some of these up here. So these are fill in the blank activities. And I'm going to exit preview mode. The students get to check how they did when they're done. This was another fill in the blanks activities that AI generated. I can go here and enhance it. I can change the content where I just use the text that I entered. It doesn't have any AI pieces involved. And I can choose the difficulty, or I can add my own blank exercise. So you can design your own fill in the blank activities really easily. We'll delete. Now I'm going to choose to save this activity just like we did with flashcards. Now, just like with the flashcards, I could view the fill in the blanks as an educator. I could share that with my students. I could go back to home, just like here. So it's the same concept. All these learning activities will be shareable. You can have join codes. Students can fill these out. The other thing I'll show is insights for any of these study aids. So I go down here and you can see, oh, these are these different types. So in history, I can filter. I just want to show my fill in the blanks. That was when I created. Oh, I want to show my quizzes. I want to show all. In this case, I'm going to open up these flashcards that we created. And I can see now Alex filled it out. So 1 student started, 1 completed, average score, challenging cards. So some nice insights. And as the class fills these out, I can see patterns where if a bunch of people were missing the same one, I could know that up here. And I can see how many cards were in the set and other useful information. So you have nice lightweight insights for any of these learning activities that you fill out. If I want to go straight to the flashcards, I launch here and it takes me into that learning activities website. We'll go back to the Teach module. History also lets you search for anything. So if I type in AMA, It's just filtering on Amazon and it pulls those up really easily. I can also delete things right from history right here. If I X that out, everything comes back. The last area I'll show, and this is a future look, is modify existing content. I'm going to show these brief little animated GIFs to show exactly how things like modify reading level work, differentiate, align to standards, and expand and add examples. Modify reading level is the first one. So I can paste in content or add from a file, either way. Here's some content that I've pasted in. I can choose the grade level that I'd like to modify this to. Let's say I want to make it grade 6. Now you can say, what key terms do I want to preserve? Especially great for science. So preserve mitochondria, etc. I can even say add a glossary at the end and then generate. And it's going to modify that reading level, leave in those key terms, and then there's a glossary put right in. Super handy. Next up is differentiate instructions. So I can, again, paste in text or choose from a Word doc or PDF. What learner tier, could be low, medium, or high. Add scaffolds, step by step, hints, and then what length, concise, original, or expand. Now I can generate and I can get some differentiated instructions really easily. There we go. I can save that as a document to Word easily. Next is expand and add examples. So we'll put the text or choose a file. How many examples do I want? And then what type of examples? Scientific, historical, or real world? So in this case, I will choose scientific examples, depth of detail, light, moderate, or deep, and then just generate, and it'll give some scientific examples. You can go deep, and then a couple of different examples that you chose. Really handy, and again, save it to Word, and you're done. The last one is align to standards. You've seen this a lot already, but any text or any file that I upload and I want to align to standards, choose the standard I want to align to, add that in and generate, and I can easily save it to Word and enhance with AI on the right-hand side, just like you saw in the other examples. Super easy and fast. Okay, that was your tour of the Teach module. Now, if you're an educator that uses Teams for education, and I know there's many of you out there, a lot of these same capabilities are coming into Teams. If I go into Classwork right here, let's say I have some modules. I'm going to create a new module, and we'll say new, and we'll give it a quick name, Revolutionary War, and we'll hit save. Now right here, I'm going to add content, and under the plus, there's a create with Copilot. So when you add content to your Classwork module, choose create with Copilot, and look at this. Lesson plan, fill in the blanks, flashcards, and more content coming soon. This is going to get filled up with more things. If I want to create a lesson plan, it's that same user interface as you saw before. If I want to make some flashcards, it's the exact same interface. It's just now in Teams, and you can attach that to your Classwork modules. So when I publish this, the students can go through the assignments, the content, and then you can attach a flashcards pack, or you can have a lesson plan that you've designed that you add into here. So we've brought those same capabilities into Teams. And just like I mentioned with Copilot quizzes that are part of the Teach module, if I'm here on assignments and I go to create, when I choose new quiz, watch what happens. We'll say add quiz. And this is the full Copilot quiz. So I can put in my details, hit go, and Copilot's going to analyze this and draft out a quiz for me. So there is my full quiz. You saw what we did last time. I won't repeat it, but this is really powerful in that Copilot quizzes is now available for all educators who are using Teams. And I'll hit done. Now for OneNote Class Notebook users, you're going to see on the Class Notebook toolbar, there's going to be this new Create with Teach button. And when I open it up, it's the same concepts, lesson plans, quizzes, flashcards, standards alignment, all those same capabilities right here in the Class Notebook. So we're really meeting educators where they're at in terms of the tools they use. And you can see here, I just choose Generate Lesson Plan. It's going to go through. It's going to do the same type of thing. Here's my lesson plan, and if I scroll down, I'll be able to just easily insert that onto the page. So down at the bottom, there's a nice little insert into page, and there I go. This will be rolling out in early 2026 for OneNote Class Notebook users. The other thing coming in early 2026 is LMS integration. So as you see here, the Teach module is now integrated into learning management systems like Canvas, Schoology, Blackboard, and Moodle. You'll be able to do all the same things that you do in the Teach module, but via your LMS. That wraps up your tour of the new Teach module across the M365 Copilot app, Teams, and then coming soon both to OneNote Class Notebook and LTI. We have more and more features rolling out, so play with it now and then keep checking back. We're going to be adding more and more capabilities over time. If you want to keep up with all the latest Microsoft updates and tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel and then just ring the bell so you get all the latest videos that I post.